Hello everyone, welcome to Ladda sir classes. So in today's video we are going to see about operating system important questions. So what are the important questions which have been asked in the OS, previously asked questions? It may be your autonomous or it may be university exam. So we'll go with the unit wise questions. We'll see. We go with the first unit. In the first unit the important questions are operating system structure, types of operating system services, system call, process transition diagram, and difference between process and thread. So if you go with the important questions here, so operating system structure, it is nothing but the structure of the OS is the mostly asked question. Next, types of operating system. There are so many types of operating systems are available. It may be a simple system or batch operating system, multi-processing, multi-programming, multi-processing. Like that, there are so many types of operating systems are available. Out of all these types of operating system, one question is 100% mandatory. So in types of operating system, damn sure you'll get one question from this. And the next important question is operating system services. So what are the different services of operating system? The next one is system calls. So most of the times they are asking the questions. It is also very important question called as system calls. Next one is process transition diagram or process state chart diagram. So what are the different states of process? This is also important question again. And difference between, and the last question is difference between process and thread. So these are the 6 very important questions in the first unit. So most important questions are types of operating system services, operating system structure, services and system. The second unit, the important questions are scheduling algorithms. So there are different scheduling algorithms like FCFS, SJF, priority, round robin. And coming to the next question is process management systems. Process management system calls. So there are different types of system calls. Already we have seen in the first unit. So in the second unit, the process management system call. This is also very important question. Next, multi-processor scheduling, define deadlock, conditions of deadlock, and explain deadlock prevention. You may get prevention or avoidance or detection or recovery. So we'll go with the first one. Scheduling algorithms. Out of this, you'll get any one, FCFS, SJF, priority, and round robin. Even they may ask you to explain with example, or they may give some values, and they may ask you to solve it. Either it may be arrival time, completion time, total arrival time, average waiting time, waiting time, average waiting time, turnaround time, total turnaround time. So this is a very important question in the second unit. So process management system call is also important question. Next, multi-processor scheduling. This is also important question. And define deadlock. Compulsory, the fourth question and fifth questions are very important because they may ask you define deadlock and conditions of deadlock. Mostly asked question this is. And the last question is explain deadlock. In the deadlock, out of fourth and fifth question, they may ask you either the condition of deadlock or they may ask you explain the deadlock prevention, avoidance. Even they may ask you a question called as Banker's algorithm. They may give you some problem, they may ask you to solve by using Banker's algorithm, or they may ask you explain deadlock evidence with an example, and deadlock detection and recovery. So these are the most important questions in the second unit. In unit 3, the important questions are critical section problem, semaphores, then classical problems of synchronization. In classical problems of synchronization, there are 3 types of problems: producer-consumer problem, and readers-writers problem, and one more is dining philosopher problem. These are important questions. And coming to the next question is monitors, and last question is IPC using IPC in sense inter-process communication. So inter-process communication using pipes, FIFO, message queues, and shared memory. So out of these questions, the important questions are third one, classical problems of synchronization. To schedule, there are 3 types of classical problems of synchronization: producer-consumer problem, reader-writer problem, and dining philosopher problem. So out of these 3, you may get any one question. The next important question is semaphores. Most of the times they are asking semaphores. Next important question is critical section problem. Important question is critical section problems. And the next one is IPC, inter-process communication. They may ask you explain inter-process communication using, or explain different types of inter-process communication. And the last one is monitors. So these are the important questions in unit 3. In the fourth unit, the important questions are, the first one is logical address versus physical address space. So even they may ask you what is logical address, what is physical address, or logical address space and physical address space, or difference between logical address space and physical address space. And the next question is swapping. Define swapping and explain the swapping with a neat diagram. And the next question is paging. In the paging, again they may ask you explain demand paging. They may ask you a question, explain paging in detail, or they may ask you explain demand paging. And the next question is segmentation. And the last question is page replacement algorithms. There are different page replacement algorithms: FIFO, LRU, and optimal. So these are the three different page replacement algorithms: FIFO, LRU, and optimal. Coming to the important questions here, the most important question is page replacement algorithm. Most important question. 100% you will get a question from this page replacement algorithms. They may give you some values and ask you to find number of page faults, or they may ask you question, explain FIFO page replacement algorithm with example, or LRU with example, or optimal with example. So they may ask you to find out number of page faults. The next important question is about here segmentation and paging. These two questions are very important, including demand paging also. Most of the times they may ask you a question that explain the difference between paging and segmentation. So they may ask you paging, or they may ask you segmentation, or they may ask you what is the difference between paging and segmentation. And the most important question is swapping again. And the last one is logical address space versus physical address space. This is also a very important question. These 5 questions are very important, so we can guess any question from this. Mostly important question is about your page replacement algorithms. In unit 5, the important questions are file access methods. In the file access methods, we have sequential access, direct access, and indexed access. And the next important question is file allocation methods. There are different file allocation methods. There are continuous allocation, linked allocation, and indexed allocation. And the next question is directory structure and types of directory structure. There are different types of directory structure: single level, 2 level, and hierarchical, tree structure, and acyclic directory structure. So there are so many directory structures are available. And coming to the next question is free space management. And the last question and the next question is file management system calls. So there are different system calls are available, like open, read, write, IOC, ETL, or stat. So these all are system calls which are available in the 5th question. And the last question is file system structure. So this is about the 6th question. Out of all these 6 questions, the most asked questions are file access method and allocation methods. These are very important question in the unit 5. Most of the times they are asking. So you need to read all these sequential access, direct access, and indexed access. For allocation also you need to study thoroughly about continuous allocation, linked allocation, and indexed. So these two are very much important question. And next important question is about your directory structure. Define directory and explain the structure of directory. So there are again you need to study all the directory structures here. And the next important question is about your file management system calls. This is a very important question. Most of the time they are asking, or they are giving some file system calls like open, read, IOCTL, or stat. This is also very important question. And the next important question is about your file system structure. They may ask you explain the structure of file system. And even they may ask you a question called as free space management. So this is about your 5th unit. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for getting the further notifications, and share this video with your friends, and comment. If you have any queries, any doubt, you can comment on the comment section. Thank you very much.